why I was so sure that Bitcoin is going to touch $82,000 or $84,000 and then resume to the upside, and why I am sure that all the cryptocurrencies that we're buying now will be in profit in January 2026. In this video, I would like to talk about how I can forecast the next moves in the crypto market with a high level of certainty. On my channel, I published a video about altcoins and specifically Ethereum in August 2025, where I said that I sold the top of Ethereum because I realized that Bitcoin, including other altcoins, just topped or are about to top this month. Just a month after, I made a video about altcoins where I explained why altcoins are about to drop 35%, and this is what happened. Ethereum dropped 40% to the lows and is currently bouncing up. If you want to know more of my predictions and see how I understand the market and what kind of indicators I use, just subscribe to my channel completely for free. I publish videos every couple of days where I do videos for myself, basically explaining what I expect from the market, what are my trades, when I'm opening positions and when I'm closing positions. Some of them might be useful for you, so check it out. After watching this video, you will be able to forecast the market for the next few days and the next few months. In order to do that, I will remove everything what I see on the screen right now. We will start from a fresh trading view window. I want you to open the Bitcoin USDT chart on Bitstamp on a daily time frame. It is very important that you choose Bitstamp and not Binance. Binance had a huge liquidation week on many coins and the indicators are not showing the correct values. There are a couple of things that we have to consider when we are actually talking about the Bitcoin price. The first one are the Bitcoin's 60-day cycles. Bitcoin moves in 60-day cycles in which it makes a top in the very first 30 or 40 days and then it goes down for the rest of the 60-day cycle. Then again, it makes a bottom and it goes up for 30 to 40 days in bullish environments. Now, in bearish environments like the one that we just had a month ago, we are spending the most of the cycle going down. If I scroll to the left and I see a bullish cycle of Bitcoin, for example, this one, or that one, we actually spend most of the 60-day cycle, basically more than 30 days going up, and then the rest of the time going down. And this happens multiple times before. So what I suggest you to do is to pause the video, mark the latest 2 or 3 cycles, and then start counting from there. This will give you a basic understanding of what to expect from Bitcoin in the immediate short term. Using only this indicator, we can tell that we are very close to the bottom, if not yet at the bottom. We simply count how many days have passed since the previous 60-day low. We're currently on the day 61, which means that either we just had the bottom, which is very probable on the 21st of November, or potentially we will make a bottom within the next few days because 60-day cycles, well, sure, they can stretch for a week in both directions. They usually don't take 70 or 80 days. Now, having the 60-day cycle in place, we are already looking for the bottom. But how do we know where we're actually bottom? And what kind of indicator can actually show you where the bottom is? Second indicator that I would like to present to you is the time price opportunity. You type time price opportunity and you select the very first one. Once added to the chart, you go to its settings, you select 1 month, you leave the period to 1, you don't change any other setting except you go to volume profile and you select under POC extend. This will extend the POC levels. POC levels simply show you the support and resistance levels for any financial asset. Now, looking at these charts, it is very clear. We had one very clear support line at the 84,000 area, and it's on the monthly time frame. Support lines on the monthly time frames, they're extremely powerful because we can always expect at least a decent bounce on each monthly POC level. Now, if we go below, we can see that there is another very strong POC level at 58K, another one at 67K. Do we want Bitcoin to go to 67K? No. Do we want Bitcoin to go to 58K? No. But we trade the market that we have in front of us and not the market that we actually want. Now, if you combine those two indicators, it's already enough information to make at least a decent prediction where Bitcoin is going next. We are on day 61. We are already looking for the bottom. Potentially we bottom. The time price opportunity shows a very clear support line at 84K. Is it a good time to buy Bitcoin? Using these two indicators, we can say that yes, I want to enter the Bitcoin for these prices. How high Bitcoin can go in the 60-day cycle, this can also be answered using those two free trading view indicators. The next Bitcoin POC level at 101K, and most probably during this or the next 60-day cycle, we are going to go and visit this area. Now, do I want to sell all my capital here? I need some more indicators on the chart to understand that. That's why we're adding another indicator, which is called cycle indicator. Now, this one is a premium indicator that you can get at strategymaster.io. You have to go to this website, click gift a subscription, or simply click the subscribe button at the top right corner. Get the indicators. They will save your ass so many times. You will have a decent understanding when you want to buy. You will have a decent understanding when you want to sell your cryptocurrencies, and you will be able to analyze the market the same way I do without the need of external sources. How do I use the cycle indicators? Once you purchase a subscription there on Strategy Master, by the way, besides purchasing, you can actually read and understand cycles in depth by reading these articles. You can read 50% of the articles articles completely free of charge, and that's what I advise you. Just read the articles, have a basic understanding about cycles, how cycle moves. Once you start feeling the market, then you can apply those cycle indicators yourself. Now, after purchasing a subscription, you go here and you type cycle. You click it 4 times, so you add the same indicator 4 times. At the bottom indicator, I simply select cycle time frame to 2 weeks, which shows the longer term trend for any financial asset. At the second from the bottom, I select 1 week. The third for the bottom will be the 3-day cycle, and the top indicator we leave it at 1-day cycle. Voila! Now I can plan my trades and forecast the market with much more certainty. Now the first question is, do I want to enter Bitcoin right now? And the answer is categorically no. This 1-day cycle indicator shows us when we should enter and when we should exit the market, and it shows that we are currently breaching the topping levels. Most probably we're going to push further to 91 or $92,000, because there we also have a weekly POC point. There is where I expect some weakness. You want to enter into the crypto market when this 1-day cycle is below 20, or it's basically just touching the surface, just touching this 20. Look how many chances we actually had to enter for a much better price. You don't want to hold the falling knife. You simply want to buy and expect some upside. So in the worst case, you have the opportunity to exit the market at break even. Now you combine this information with the indicators that you see at the bottom of the screen. The 2-week cycle is also at the bottom. It's below 20. The 1-week cycle is also at the bottom, and the 3-day cycle just started its uptrend. All these indicators showing us that we are currently slowly starting an uptrend in the market. Now, in order to understand whether we bottom fully or not, we have to wait for this 1-day cycle bottom. So we want to wait until this blue line will go down. Once it goes down, it is that when you want to scale your positions. You want to ride this wave when all these indicators will start pushing up, because the market will not wait. The other question is how long the uptrend will last. And this question can be answered by the 3rd cycle indicator. Now, if I go into the past, I can see that the uptrend actually ends when these weekly indicators, when both of them top together. They topped here. The market also topped here. They also topped here in July. The market also topped here in July and August 2025. Now, simply we can measure how long one weekly cycle takes to go from bottom to top, and it roughly takes 2 months. So what I can expect from BTC right now is that for the next 2 months, we're going to rally up. I will be looking to sell my Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies around mid of January. That means that I don't really care where the crypto market is going next, whether it's going here and gonna test 81K area. Cool, I'm going to add to my position. Is it going to simply start rallying, smash the previous levels at 114, 117K, and will continue to all-time highs? Well, that's wonderful. Guess what? I will still sell all my crypto in January 2026, because once these weekly cycles stop, there is no way up. Now, similar indicators can actually be applied for altcoins. Ethereum is one of my favorite altcoins. Look, I did this chart just a few weeks ago, and it looks like it's going the right direction. We are going to make a bottom here at about $2,700. We made a bottom, and now we continue up. It doesn't mean that we're simply going to shoot straight up and everybody will get rich. We have to go up a little bit down, a little bit up, a little bit down, and when everybody is exhausted and they don't believe in bull market anymore, then we get 5 straight candles up. If you're not positioned, you already missed half of the move. That's why I'm totally fine entering Ethereum at $3,000, at $2,800, even at $3,200, because I'm convinced that Ethereum is going higher, potentially above $4,000. My assumptions are confirmed by these weekly indicators right here. Nobody needs Ethereum right now. The sentiment is down and Ethereum is oversold. Remember, Bitcoin always goes first, altcoins follow. So if Bitcoin is not pushing up, there is no need to jump on the altcoins right now. To finish this video, I want to show one of the other altcoins that I also really like, and it's ENA. ENA will do a similar thing. ENA will shoot up in the short term. Once this weekly cycle goes up, ENA will perform phenomenally. I expect ENA to actually go to 54 cents, potentially to 60 cents. It doesn't look that much, but in reality, it is a 100% move. However, you have to be ready to hold through difficult times. Now, if you have more time, you simply can switch the indicator timeframes to lower timeframes, to 8-hour timeframe, potentially to 4-hour timeframe, and then see these small movements and be able to actually catch the bottoms of these small movements. If you're interested in that, I have a private community where we actually catching the bottoms of all these coins, the Bitcoin, altcoins, and I'm sure we're going to enter ENA for a very good price, and we are going to ride this wave up. So if you want to join our community, subscribe to Strategy Master, get a subscription, send an email saying, hey, I want to get access to these indicators. I want to get into that private group where we share all the cycle data, all the cycle information. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to the channel. Ignore every single influencer that pushes affiliate links to you. They're making money from you losing money on exchanges. I don't have any affiliate links, and I want every single person that actually watches my videos to succeed in the crypto market. See you in the next one.